Okay guys, I got a 2006 NQR Isuzu, and we're going to do front brakes on it. So far all I've done is remove the tire, and so now here's your caliper here, and we're going to take off these two 11/16 bolts, one here and one right down there. And let me show you the brake, I'm sorry, tired. Brake, whatever you call it, master cylinder fluid. We're going to pop that off right here to the left of the steering wheel, and we're going to open that lid up, because as we compress the cylinder, we're going to push this fluid back up. The level's going to come back up, so we want a place for it to go. We don't want it to be under pressure. So let's get those two bolts off the caliper. Okay, got the two bolts off. I just set them on the leaf spring there. Now we can pull this back. Now we're going to want to compress this cylinder down, so let's just set it up on top of the other part of the caliper, if I can do it with one hand here. And for this, we're going to use a C-clamp. That should work. And an old shoe. So we'll go ahead and pull the, well, hopefully that works. So we'll go ahead and pull the old shoes out. We're going to rest one right inside of there just like that. Then we're going to squeeze this together with the C-clamp. And we're going to do this nice and slow so we don't overflow that cylinder in there, the master cylinder, the lid we took off. Nice and slow, and just let it slowly fill that back up and shove these cylinders all the way back up against the caliper, because now we need more room for the thickness of the brakes. You can see those cylinders are pushed down all the way, and the reason I use a brake shoe is because if you push in on one cylinder, the other one will pop out. You push in on that one will pop out. We want to keep even pressure on both of them. And if you guys are doing these, always hit this with a can of brake clean before you put the new shoes on. So we can go ahead and pull these clips out, because your new shoes will come with them. They just snap right out like that. They can only go in one way, so you really can't mess it up when you're trying to put them back. If you have the wrong one, it won't go in. So you have them on the back also. That one's going to be a booger to get out. Alright, there it goes. So we can get rid of those. Now our new shoes here, right there, and there's our new clips right there. So let's go ahead and set these in place. Okay, so we give a second for the brake clean to dry. We got our clips in the front and the back. So now we can go ahead and set the shoes on. And you can see the direction that those go. You want the round side to move with the rotor. You don't want the flat side towards the rotor. And it's just going to snap in place and snap in place just like that. Now we'll do the back one. All four of your shoes are the same, so it doesn't matter which ones you use. With these, you're not going to need that grease on the back for the squealing, but it's always good to put it on there anyway. They used to be just a really thin metal, but now it's kind of a velvet feeling type material, and that's to keep down on the squeak. So let me get the back one in, or we'll rotate that caliper. Now we've got both of those sitting there nice and neat. Let's grab the caliper, sit it on it, fold it down. These pins here do move. Try to push them into the in position before resting the caliper, and that's just going to make it easier to drop it on. Go ahead and snug those back up, get them tight. When you think you got them down all the way, it doesn't hurt to, let me see, grab a hammer and tap it as well. Give it a few taps, because you want that pretty tight. Okay, she's back on nice and tight. Everything's good to go. We can throw the tire back on. I don't think you need to have me explain you how to put the tire on, but so at this point, go ahead and put your cap back on the reservoir. Pump your brakes 3 times real slow. Just go down easy. It'll go all the way to the floor. You'll feel like you have no brakes, but we need to get that fluid pressure back down here to the caliper. So pump them 3 times slow. Start up your truck, pump them 3 times slow again, and they'll harden right back up. All this work without bleeding the brakes. So I hope this video helps you out. Please click like, please click subscribe. Click on my name underneath this video for all my other how-to videos. And as always, guys, enjoy.